Guys, hello. Good evening and welcome to the rebrand of my channel. It's still at its infancy. I would have done some fancy, funky designs on the background, but I'm very much a tech nerd and I do not have the time or the energy, but I will do some for tomorrow. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing great. I wanted to give a quick recap of Duchess Meghan's wonderful podcast. I really enjoyed this episode, guys. And yeah, I'm going to give you a very quick recap. We're going to hear what Harry thinks about all of Meghan's wonderful and expected success. Thank you very much. And we're just going to have some conversations generally. I'm trying to keep it so because this is purely a recap, I'm going to focus on the recap, no dragging today, not yet. It will come, don't worry. So, for those of you who may have heard from the podcast, episode 2 came out today, and frankly, I really enjoyed it. I think, if I had to be honest, I preferred it to the one that happened yesterday. Guys, very quickly, bear with me as I keep on looking down because now I am using my laptop. So while I'm using my phone to manage the lighting and I'm trying to keep my eyes on the screen, I have to also look at my laptop because this is where my notes are. I've not figured out how to set this up yet, but yeah, but I'm sure this is fine. So, again, let me quickly recap from the episode. So, this particular episode, like I said, I really preferred it to the one from last week. I thought it was so good. I thought it was so useful, learned quite a lot actually. And one thing that I have to say about Megan's podcast, and I know the haters are going to be steam pressed about this, is it's nice. It's nice. I think I like the way she set this up. Am I saying it's the best female led podcast out there? Don't be ridiculous. I don't think anybody can say that. We're only 2 episodes in. She's not doing anything that is brand new or groundbreaking. But what is different is how she is creating a space for these very powerful women to be as vulnerable as they can be. And you know what? I like it. I haven't heard all the female podcasts in the world, and I think for the people who are coming out, the haters like that cow Esther Krakwe and other idiots, Megan is not teaching you how to run a business. She's not teaching you how to be an entrepreneur. She is trying to create a space where successful women can talk about the challenges they've had building their businesses. And frankly, you know what? I like it. I like the idea behind it. I like the thinking behind it. It's nice to, especially for women of color, or even just women generally, it's very daunting to start a business. It's very daunting to get into that entrepreneurial mindset. And it's nice to hear that people that we admire, people that have built enterprises, have gone through their own insecurities. They've gone through their own struggles. We see them on glossy magazines. We see them at networking events. A lot of them seem seem unattainable. So it's nice for her to get them in this world, talk to her, and try and just show people all over the world that look, they might be where they are now, but it wasn't easy. It was there was this challenge, that was that challenge, especially for women of color. Now this was I know there are only 2 episodes. As I said, this episode I really enjoyed, and the guest that she had was Reshma Saujani, the founder of Girls Who Code. For those of you who may have been on my channel for a while, you will know that I am a data engineer. Thank you very much. And it's something that gives me great comfort. I've been doing it for quite some time. And it's been quite a lucrative career for me. But I've reached a point where I want to try new things. I want to go back. I want to expand my entrepreneurship, expand my business, do something. I want something new and exciting, a new challenge. So that's why I was very excited for this podcast. So I'll just recap very quickly some of the notes I made. So with Reshma, it was the description read, In this dynamic episode, Megan sits down with Reshma Saujani, a tenacious founder who's built two successful non-profits that close gender gap for women. First Girls Who Code, now Moms First. A quick side note to Sophie Chandoka. This is why you should have tried to network properly with Megan. Megan would have helped you meet women like these. So that since this was your first foray into running a non-profit, you could have asked Reshma for advice. Is it appropriate to spend money you don't have on consultants? Yes, I have to be shady, guys. Anyway, what I like about the further description explains how Megan met Reshma, and basically they met in 2018 when Girls Who Code was expanding into the UK, and that was quite interesting. What I loved about this episode, I'll go into the notes. Let me start with it, the heart. So I'll be honest, as a woman, when I first started my foray into engineering properly, I was introduced to all these initiatives, women who code, diversity, diversity. And what I found about it was there was a lack of genuineness about it. If you guys remember, do you guys remember the was it Sandy Sandberg, Me Too, not Me Too, God, what was that thing she called it? That boss babe thing, about how you as a woman can also be a boss babe. A lot of her ideologies which were proven to not apply, which were proven to be inappropriate because they didn't apply that lack of feminist intersectionality wasn't there. It didn't apply to women of color. It didn't apply to women from lower backgrounds. It didn't apply with women who had certain challenges. It was just a rich white lady who was telling us how she boss babed her way into Facebook. Now, a lot of people have a lot of anger towards Sheryl Sandberg. I look at things a bit differently. Everybody does what they want, can only tell you their own experience. It's why women of color are needed in these spaces, because what a white woman is going to experience working in certain industries, a black woman is not going to have the same experience. I work in tech, I'm telling you the truth. A brown woman is not going to have the same experience. Hierarchies matter, sexism matter, racism matters. There are women who are very qualified that are never going to attain the seniority that they deserve if they don't have someone fighting in their corner, fighting very hard in their corner. And even then, even when you attain that seniority, because you are a person of color, it's going to be very easy for you to be disrespected. Because there are people that will be under you that, why am I talking to this black woman? Why am I dealing with this brown woman? Hell, even white women. And I keep reminding people that our generation, the millennials and younger, are the first women post-feminist movement to get these opportunities. These are all teething problems that ideally we should be working on improving for the next generation. And it's something that I liked about this particular podcast because they don't shy away from the harsh realities of it. And I really enjoyed I really enjoyed Megan creating a space for Reshma to talk about the racism she experienced when she first came to America as a refugee in the 70s. I can't even imagine what that must have been like. I wasn't born then. And the anger that, because I think that's something people always tell you about, that, oh, get over it. No, you don't. These are your formative years. Imagine being a young girl coming into America. Look, kids, nobody at that age wants to stand out. Let's keep it 100. Everybody wants to conform because it's easier. It's easier to conform. Who doesn't want to conform, right? Who doesn't wish that they could look like the pretty girls in class, what were considered to be the pretty girls in class? Let's keep it 100, especially if you grew up in that environment. White girls or girls that have a proximity to whiteness. So you see a brown girl, and Reshma is beautiful. And I'm sure she was gorgeous as a younger woman. But she was different. She had a name called Reshma. Her name, even if she was passing, even if her skin tone wasn't so much a problem, her name would have immediately let you know, oh, she's foreign, oh, she's Middle Eastern, oh, she's African, oh, she's this, oh, she's that. I'm not saying, I'm just giving examples. So she would have stood out. And it was very touching listening to her talk about, I in middle school, I got into a fight, I got beat up, and then it kind of woke me, made me realize that look, I cannot. This is not something I can ever be. I'm not going to fit in. So instead of trying to fit in, let me celebrate differences. And she set up Prism, which was supposed to promote that type of diversity. She was in her school's UN club. She went into politics. She spent so much money going to Yale Law School. She failed at politics. Then she started up she became a co-founder, the founder of Girls Who Could, to encourage women because she noticed that there was a gap, women and women of color. And that was the aim of the initiative, getting Jack Dorsey and then Meghan to use her platform to help her promote this initiative in the UK. Speaking about, and it was very nice hearing from Meghan. Again, if Sophie Chandoka had, and I'm not saying Sophie did not try, we don't know the full story. If Sophie Chandoka would have tried to properly align herself with Meghan, not in an exploitative way, but in a genuine way, Meghan would have probably introduced her to these women. Because it was nice to hear from somebody trying to set up their own nonprofit. And Meghan, because she was leading patronages both in and out of the royal family, it was nice hearing her talk about, oh, okay, instead of just asking for money, go and ask certain people for advice. And from there, they might suggest money, even if they don't necessarily have the best advice, or they may not have an advice that's useful for your initiative. They could say, you know what, I don't necessarily have what you need from an advice perspective, but I can help you with money. That's useful. That's something that I learned. I thought, oh wow, was that? I'm like, that's very useful. I also enjoyed the women being vulnerable about, yeah, we're boss babes or whatever that means, but you can be a girl boss and also be a trad wife. And I was like, yes, finally, a massive FU to Roya Nika. Yes, Roya Nika and that stupid and that disgraced turncoat Esther Krakowé, and every woman that has, instead of encouraging Meghan, because it's nice to see a woman of color in this space. They are using their platform to get a few pennies online by being haters. But like the reason I bring them up is they are saying that, oh, I thought Meghan was supposed to be feminist, but now she's supporting tribe. I'm like, and I was like, shut the F up. What do you mean? Why can't women be multitudes? What's wrong with being? Are you saying a girl boss can't enjoy cooking? Are you saying a girl boss can't enjoy kicking and making brunch with her friends? Are you saying a girl boss cannot be the pretty girl? And that's kind of what I think they were going after. How can this beautiful woman who likes fashion, who's sophisticated, who likes that fefe, serene lifestyle, also be somebody who can be aggressive as a businesswoman? And I'm like, it's very annoying to hear women say this. This is how I know a lot of the feedback they give Meghan is driven purely by jealousy, because it's weird, this idea that feminists must only be boyish or tomboyish, or they don't care about makeup, they don't care about nails, they don't care about their lips, their eyes. A nerd can only be somebody who doesn't shower. I stopped there because sometimes when I'm in my code, yes, I don't shower and my lashes need to be done. But let me use myself as an example. I'm a nerd. I can sit down here and go on about, oh, I love, can we try and experiment with this platform? Can we experiment with this tool? Oh my goodness, I want to see if it will be faster to process data using it. I can spend hours trying to fix a coding problem. And sometimes I don't feel like showering. Sometimes I'm standing up for hours because I don't like sitting for too long. Or I pick up my weights and I'm like, oof, I can't solve this problem. Let me just do some burpees. Let me do this. Let me do that. Or I go on my bike and go for a bike ride. Or I go to the spa and spend hours in the spa just to relax and rejuvenate. Are you telling me that it makes me less of a nerd because I do all these things? And that's why I really got very irritated with Roya Nika and the rest, because I'm like, you are women. You're women. You've experienced these too. Why are you so resentful that Meghan is using her platform to try and, demystify the world of feminism? A lot of people online today think feminism means hating men, bad female hygiene, bad feminine sexual behavior. And by bad, I mean just negative views on sex, negative views on relationship, negative views on marriage. They assume that because you're a feminist, that means you are mannish. This whole feminine, masculine energy nonsense, which is utter and complete BS, by the way. And I'm like, it's nice to have a woman talk about these things with boss women who are also who can also be vulnerable. And frankly, I don't see the problem. Why don't we celebrate multitudes? Why must we fit certain boxes? Why must black women always be the ones that are relatable? Why must women of color always be relatable before certain types of women can accommodate them in that space? Why can't we be multitudes? So that's what I loved about the whole girl boss trad wife thing. Why must we be one on the other? Why can't we be multitudes? Why is it a thing? And this is how I know that a lot of these women just, to my point, jealousy. Because a lot of these women have multitudes. A lot of these women are married. They take care of their kids, but they are also broadcasters. So I don't understand why it's so hard for your brain to fathom that Meghan is trying to, like, platform that. I don't understand. These are stupid criticisms, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, sorry for going off on a tangent. But yeah, and I think as a tech woman too, what I also loved about it was what when Reshma was saying, look, when I started this thing, I didn't start it because I was into tech. I'm not a programmer. I started it, or an engineer. I started it because I saw a gap, and I'm like, great, because it's another thing too. Some people will get involved with businesses. This idea for women, because women always feel, and it's not their fault. Women always feel that they need to be way more qualified than they need to be to do certain things, and that may not even be the case. If you want to do something and you're able to get capital, do it. Right? I decided to start a YouTube channel not because I was comfortable. I've had a channel for a decade before I felt comfortable coming online to put my face on camera. But I said, you know what, Effie, I'm going to do it. God knows I am not beautiful. God knows I am not attractive in a YouTube way. God knows. I've seen women on YouTube. I am nothing. And I don't know if I will be able to get my camera to be better quality than this. It's hiding a lot of blemishes. But you know what? I don't care, because I'm very passionate about tech and I want to talk about it. I'm very passionate about Meghan, and I want to talk about the hate that she gets and how it affects the wider discourse of black femininity, femininity and feminism. And I'll use that platform and I'll use her as a way to get my message out. And I don't care anymore. So it's kind of like, I love the key message I got from the podcast was just do it. Don't let doubt hold you back. Get on with it. In any space that you are in, be comfortable. You don't have to act like a guy to work in tech. You don't have to act like a guy to get that promotion. You don't have to act like a particular way to do. If people are not comfortable being around you, that's their problem. Focus on you and get your work done. And it's okay as a feminist to be a boss babe and to be a trad wife. That's perfectly okay. Human beings have multitudes. And I love that message. I love the vulnerability about their miscarriage. I found that very heartbreaking. Some things she said about the pain of losing something you wanted so much. And I love that, because many of us, I mean, I'm not saying losing a job or losing an election is commensurate to losing a child, but many of us have certain goals that we put all our time and our effort into. We really wanted that promotion. We really wanted that new job. We really wanted this thing. We really wanted that thing. And it just didn't work out. And it's okay to feel bad about it, feel your feelings and move on. And at least that's how I interpreted what they were saying. It's okay to feel those feelings. It's okay to say, I've gone through this stuff. I'm going to carry on. I really liked that. I really enjoyed when they said that. And yeah, I thought it was a fantastic podcast, guys. Ooh. And the part that really stayed with me was when Meghan was like, when she's, she loves being a stay-at-home mom. She loves the fact that she can access her kids as well as get on with her business in that same space. That she's like, when she feels overwhelmed, Harry is like, my love, you're doing too much. And I'm like, I knew that would trigger the hate. I know the Kinsey big backs and the gummy RNN big backs are dying right now. hearing that, and I was like, oh, I love that. I'm going to mention that. Kingsley, if you see this video, I hope you're crying. But yeah, it was just a wonderful podcast. I know her haters will complain that it's vacuous and vapid. F off. I liked it, and I know a lot of women were motivated by it. I use Spotify. Don't kill me. I've used Spotify since 2012. I'm not going to stop using it. Sorry, but if you look at the comments, they've moderated it very well, and the comments are very encouraging. A lot of women are saying, "Oh wow, this is so inspirational. Thank you, Megan." I enjoyed somebody's entry. She said this was exactly what I needed to hear. Thank you so much, Megan. And that's what I'm saying. Ignore the noise. The people that need to hear the message are hearing it. The haters keep on hating. You're helping Megan promote her stuff for free. So sorry. I really enjoyed it, guys. I think I look forward to next week. Next week, we're going to speak with Caddy Lee. I believe it's Caddy Lee, that her friend, that she's invested in her business as a colorist. I could be wrong, but I think it's Caddy Lee. I look forward to hearing from her as well. And what I love about this is she's not just getting celebrities. She's looking for women that you probably wouldn't even have heard of that are doing great things. So she's helping Reshma promote her own podcast and her non-profit. She's helping Whitney Ford promote herself as well as Bumble, as she's back as at the helm of being a Bumble CEO, and she's also promoting her friend next week. And I think that's fantastic. That's what we do for that. This is how women help each other and help each other with networks. Having a woman network on your side is really good. It gives you and it encourages you. That was good. I really enjoyed it. Very quickly, I wanted to speak about this beautiful art. Well, I didn't read the whole thing. The article, because OBS doesn't really show everything. So I've had to, let me see. Yeah, I've had to be tricky with this, guys. So bear with me. Yeah. Let me just scroll back to the top. Let's look at it. Yeah. So I love this article. Prince Harry speaks up for the first time about Meghan's as ever brand success. I'm so happy for my wife. This is it right here. The support, your support system. Your support system, you may not be married, I'm not married. You may not, but having friends who can cheer you on and encourage you, and people that you trust that can give you honest feedback. There's nothing like it, guys. And this is a beautiful comment from Harry. I'm gonna just scroll down specifically to his comments. Bear with me. Like I said, I can't get OBS to remove this dark mode, so I'll just highlight it. Prince Harry couldn't be prouder of Meghan. Meghan Sussex's success in her business ventures. The Duke of Sussex 40 has been a constant supportive presence as his wife stepped back into the spotlight. If you guys remember when Meghan went on Drew Barrymore's show, him and the baby sent her a lovely package, which I thought was so cute. This spring, with the launch of Netflix series with Love Meghan in March, the debut of her lifestyle brand As Ever, which sold out all of its products in under an hour, which is incredible. And here is a direct quote from him: "I'm so happy for my wife and fully support absolutely everything she's done and continues to do." Harry tells people nothing more needs to be said. They also mention here, if you guys, for those of you who watched it, you remember that Harry showed up with Love Meghan at the end. And I love that. I love that he didn't take her shine. I think we can all agree, because she said it herself, that Harry was in the background, but he didn't in any way, shape, or form take her shine or try to steal her shine from her. Just allowed her to shine like a good husband and partner should. Harry's brief appearance in his wife's Netflix series, appearing in the final episode during a celebratory brunch for Meghan's business. When Harry arrives, the two lean in and share a quick kiss. And Harry tells her, "You did a really great job. I love it." I don't know if you guys remember, I posted, but I had to take it down. I was saying that this is my favorite scene from the show. Let me see if they have the clip here. Yeah, I think it was around this. It was so touching to me. I thought, oh, we all deserve a partner like that. Even if it's not your husband, or even if it's not your boyfriend, a sister, a friend, a network of female friends. There's nothing like that type of support. People that are genuinely rooting for you. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say, guys. I wanted to test out this new format. Bear with me. I just started. I'll get the background up, but I really want to grow this channel, and I will start promoting my tech channel, which is very new. I'm going to post a link in a post tomorrow. For those of you that are interested in tech, please join my tech channel. I'm going to be discussing, there's something I built at work with Azure Functions app, and I want to talk to you guys about it. Let's play around with the Azure Function app has put me through hell. And yeah, like I said, I continue to be motivated by Meghan. I continue to be encouraged by Meghan, because it's nice as a man of color who is on daily attack day in, day out. Many of us would not be able to cope with a fifth of what this woman goes through. And the fact that she continues to, stand and keep going is, again, none of us have any excuse. Whatever your dreams are, your hopes are, you're not too old. Oh yeah, very quickly, and that's something that Reshma was saying, that women that are older tend to be, they feel either through the systems that have been set up or through their own insecurities, they feel that they don't get opportunities to grow the way men do, which I do agree with. I think it's kind of both. It's not just the system, like she said. I think she said it perfectly. The current system of working is not set up to encourage women who want to work, who want to be ambitious in that way. And this is why these types of people are very important, and these initiatives are very important. And yeah, it was honestly a wonderful episode. And I hope it's not just encouraging and shouting for Meghan. I hope many people are genuinely learning from it. I hope you're all encouraged by it. And I hope in your own way you can support these initiatives. She's very right. As the world appears to be unwinding all the progress that we've made, we need to ensure the people that come after us have our support, because they need it. The world is going to the right now. We're losing so much. And yeah, we need to keep pushing each other and encouraging each other. This has become quite a long video, sorry. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're enjoying Meghan's podcast. And yeah, tomorrow I'll post some more videos tomorrow, and I'll post a link to my tech channel. And yeah, thank you. Please let me know your feedback about this setup. I'll try and make it look pretty. I promise. It's late and I'm tired. And yeah, take care and have a good one. Bye.